for 18 years. I was working first for the Ukrainian international company for 10 years. Then I've opened my own company in Estonia. I have a company in Bali. I'm organizing transformational events, retreats, festivals. So today I've invited these amazing 8 teachers, and I want to share them with you because I've met them during the last 4 years of my journey, and they impacted my life so much. So I've decided to make this live meeting so you can meet all of them. Hello, Katya. Yes, I
Hi,
see you have
hi everybody.
all the... Rory. Yes. Okay. So we will start with the meditation. Matteo will lead the meditation for us while we are waiting for other people to join.
Okay, so if everybody could just mute themselves, that'd be nice so we don't get a lot of sound. Thank you. And so I have 4 minutes to guide a little grounding meditation here. So let's start by just waving to each other, saying hello, even if we're muted, just activating the social engagement system. Take a breath and exhale with a little bit of sound. Let's do 2 more of those. Just really letting go of the jaw especially, and letting some sound out and allowing your system to switch into parasympathetic. 1 more. And as you exhale on that last one, allowing your attention to relax deeper and deeper down, and gradually feeling your seat and whatever support you have that is holding your body and your pelvis. And just feeling for a moment that support that is carrying the weight of your body. And allowing yourself to receive that support, to settle in just a little bit deeper. And as you feel that support, you might naturally feel your legs, your hips, your calves, your shins, your Achilles heel, your feet and your toes. And the connection with whatever your feet are connected to. And notice that you're coming into this meeting from whatever you were doing. There might still be thoughts, feelings from wherever you're coming in, and allowing that transition to happen into this group field. We're going to be spending the next about an hour together in this beautiful space with so many beautiful people. So just allowing that transition to energetically happen from wherever you're coming from into this group field, because even though it's a Zoom field, we're still inhabiting it together. And as you feel both the connection to your grounding downward and the horizontal connection to this group field, allow roots. You can visualize roots coming from your root chakra, from your feet into the earth, into the ground, going as deep as feels good and right for you, whether that's 10 centimeters, a meter, 10 meters down, rooting, or all the way into the core of the earth. And noticing how that rooting affects your body and your breath. And allowing those roots to go as wide as feels good for you. So not only deep, but also wide. So that we can be available, so that we can be present for ourselves and for each other. In a field like this, we're receiving many transmissions from each other, even if that may not be explicit, so we can make ourselves available for that. And let's just feel what it feels like to root, to become present to ourselves and to each other. Just feel the somatic sense of that in this moment. Feeling the seat, feeling the lower body, I'm feeling the sense of safety that comes from being held by Mother Earth, being rooted. And notice that perhaps that safety can manifest as a kind of tenderness or subtle openness in the heart as we come into this field together. And you can slowly open your eyes whenever you're ready and let yourself be welcomed and be welcoming to everyone in this space. And as we wait for whatever comes next, we could still keep presencing.
Thank you, Matteo.
Thank you, Matteo, for guiding us. So I see a lot of people here. Can you please put your name and can you please put where you're from in the chat box? Yes, and let's get started. So today we have amazing 8 teachers that joined to this masterclass, and each of them will have 5 minutes to share, 3 minutes for their story, and 2 minutes they will share some golden wisdom, some insights, some tools that change their life. So I will start with this amazing guy, Rory. Today he's supporting me to lead this masterclass because I've organized so many events, but I've never organized Zoom meetings. So this is my first time, and I asked him for support. And also he's one of the teachers, and he's my mentor. He's my teacher. He's supporting me to create this I Am Creation retreat, all the steps. So he's supporting me to expand this project.
Well, it's just you've got an authentic expression. And hi, everyone. Hi, Victoria, Sophie, Mona Lisa. That's a cool name. Who else we got? Larissa, Valentina, Katya, Daniel, Aaliyah, lives in Bali, Arthur, and Matteo, Marcelo. I've seen your stories, guys. I really resonate with what you're putting down and what you're sharing with the world. So thank you for being here. So yeah, we've only got 3 minutes to share a little bit about who I am and why I'm here, and also hopefully share one thing that can help you on your journey. And I think that's the whole reason why Helena put this together was she's had a beautiful journey to get to where she is today, and the calling was just to share these amazing people with you in the hope that, one, you tune into what they're doing in the world, and if someone resonates, then it's a good opportunity to follow them and to be part of their journey and to learn and be inspired. Maybe there's something in my journey that might inspire you too, and build this kind of collective community, and also just share the wisdom that we all get to hold. So for those that don't know me, I grew up in Perth, Western Australia, and I was a sports physio to begin with. I played kind of like high-level sport in something called AFL, which is kind of a mixture between soccer and NFL, and also rugby. And I did that for a long time. And that was where the passion for like the human body and learning how it performs. I got a lot of injuries, so I wanted to learn how to fix the human body, or how it could heal and how it could regenerate. And then that took me on this journey of just going deeper and deeper down those rabbit holes. It started in the Western medical system. I burnt out at 26, and then I went into traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicine, and then also like all the little different elements in between. I was really curious how, someone like Tony Robbins could, fill out a room of 5,000 people and have people leaving that space and creating massive changes in their life. So I learned about NLP and cognitive behavioral therapies, and even, I worked with a nutritional company, learning about like intermittent fasting and nutrigenomics and epigenetics. And this all like basically was just a journey of exploration and curiosity. And I spent the last 8 years writing a book on self-care. So that was kind of like I feel like I finished my life's work at 34. And, after that, I was like, well, what's next? And the calling for me was to support women like Alona and other powerful souls that, you know, have this kind of passion, this purpose. And I realized that, you know, as a 36-year-old like young man who's got access to all these networks and these young tech gurus using AI and all the health networks and, you know, everything that I've been lucky enough to attract into my world, I realized that, you know, I could use that as a way to help other people. And now that's transformed into a retreat space in Bali, which is going to become a physical platform in the same way this is like an online platform for people to share their expression. And yeah, I guess that's a little bit about my journey. So that takes me to where I am now. And I guess the one thing, like the one like piece of wisdom that I could give from that entire journey, you know, I've had 7-figure businesses. Like I said, I've burnt out, I've hit pain, I've hit pleasure. I've had $40,000 go into my bank account every week, like residually, and, you know, got bored surfing empty islands. So I feel like I've played the full human experience within the context of my life. And I know that you're all on your own journey. Maybe it's like that call to adventure. Maybe it's that healing phase, that healing from healing phase. Maybe you're in that me phase and like the subtle art of not giving a fuck, like I'm going to swear, but that's the name of the book. Or maybe you're in the we phase where it's about service and impact. So I guess the one thing I could share in the entire journey is, yeah, the power of like a true north, like a really clear like future vision, and actually scripting that and becoming like maybe have to hit that pain point where you start to actually become the director in your own life play. I think that's probably been the most powerful thing, because even the book, everything that I've been able to manifest and alchemize over the last 10 years was once just a drawing in a journal. So, you know, if there's something in your journal that you want to manifest, it's like, it's possible. Anything is possible. So I think that would be the first, like the main piece of wisdom. But then linked in with that is getting really clear on your internal world. You're like your inner compass, you know, so whether that's like your values, whether that's your passion, your purpose, your ikigai, your emotional body, your somatic body, your spiritual, like your calling, whatever is that kind of like that thing that just keeps coming back around. Like when you get nature and stillness and breath for a long enough period of time, you can kind of bypass the mind, you can feel the heart, and then you can actually hear that calling away from all the noise, and then you'll be called to do something like this in your own way. So yeah, I think that's the main thing. True north, like know that you're the director in your own life play, get really clear on your own inner world. And also, I just want to remind everyone that you don't need to be fixed. You know, the key to longevity from this entire journey that I've done is that connection and community was the foundation to longevity. So, you know, look at your support networks, look at your people, look at the community that you're in. If you want to live a long, happy, healthy life, it's about doing it together. And I think a lot of us have been convinced to try and do it alone, but just know that you don't have to. So I guess that's me starting off with a bit about my story and the things I can share. But yeah, handing back to you. Who's next?
Who's next? Thank you very much, Rory. And yeah, Michael, I can't see you. Are you here?
Yeah, Michael's here somewhere.
Michael.
I'm right here.
Okay.
You can't see me?
Yes.
We gotcha.
Michael is in India now. We will meet with him in Nepal in a few days. And then after Nepal journey, he will come to Bali to co-create this experience with me. And I've met Michael in Egypt this year, and then he invited me to Costa Rica for his retreat, Live Life Activated. And it was the space where I finally got this vision about the retreat that I want to create. So after 6 days in his retreat space, like I got this vision of my mission, of my life purpose, of what I really want to share with this world. So I'm happy that Michael said yes, and he will be part of the retreat. So yeah, Michael, please share your story and also one golden wisdom that you would like to share with these people.
Wow, what a blessing that I get to go 1A. Thank you very much for that introduction. I just came off the Ganges River, which is one of the holiest rivers in the world, in Rishikesh, and just went rafting down there, and it was an unbelievable experience. So I have this energy running through my body right now. I grew up in New Jersey in the US, and the son of an entrepreneur, and was working for my father since 8 years old in the store and was basically taught, if you want to succeed, you are the first one in the office and the last one out of the office. And I took that with me through all my years and carried everything on my own shoulders. I started gambling when I was 10 years old. I was introduced to this by my uncle, and that started a 20-year gambling addiction. What a blessing that was. And through the addictions, I was addicted to money and I was addicted to work. And I was pretty good at what I did. So I always earned good money that fueled this gambling lifestyle that led into this drug lifestyle, party lifestyle in New York City for the first 10 years of my career. Then I followed a business opportunity out to Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, and started my own company. Throughout this whole journey, I had a mindset of more. Nothing was enough. An award that I got wasn't enough. A accomplishment I made wasn't enough. It was just one thing after another, just continue to move on to the next thing without being present about the current thing, whatever that might have been. And I really had a complete disconnection from my soul that really kind of emphasized itself when I bought my business partner out from the business we were building together. Within 5 years, we built a $5.5 million a year business, and I ended up buying her out. And soon after that, we got into a lawsuit that lasted 6 years. So for 6 years of my life, I was consumed by a legal battle and by not allowing somebody to take advantage of me. That was the mindset I had. And that lawsuit cost me $1 million in legal fees for my own attorneys. And at that time, that was all I cared about. But really, what it cost me was 6 years of my life. It was the time that it cost me. And it was the money. Yeah, that sucked, but it was the time. I know how to make money. I can make money again. We make money, we lose money throughout our lives, but the time we can never get back. And 5 years into that lawsuit, I was desperate, looking for help. And I said yes to a retreat in Bali, of course. It all comes back to Bali. And that was in 2016. And one retreat led to another retreat, led to another retreat. And I finally started doing personal development work on myself. And after 6 years, I was able to settle this lawsuit. I transitioned my life into the coaching space and personal development space. And after going to 20 plus retreats, I decided I want to run a retreat myself. And I started my community, which is called Live Life Activated. And that was the retreat that Alona was speaking to, that she attended. And we focus on aligning our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual practice with our mission and vision in life. And I've found my soul calling. I found my purpose. I have been praying where I can find my purpose and passion and bring them together to create wealth and impact together. I've created wealth and I've created impact, but I hadn't found the way to align them. And I consider myself an alignment expert, and I found my calling on how to align these. And I also run a men's group called Men of Means, where we're looking to impact 100 million men through healthy masculinity. And I'm very proud of this and very passionate about both of these. So
one thing, golden, like wisdom that you want to share with people. Michael.
Hotspot.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, the Wi-Fi just went out for a minute. So I will wrap up. And I don't know where I am time-wise, but I will let you know a couple of nuggets for me. The power of prayer has changed my life. The oldest technology to ever exist is prayer, and non-religious prayer through intention setting. We like to say that we impregnate the world with our intentions through non-religious prayer. And so I'll be teaching a little bit about this and talking about this, and being able to put my intention in the world day after day after day, and not allow doubt to creep in, even when things might not be going right, has changed my life and increased the level of my focus and faith. And with that, I will turn it back over to you and all these beautiful people who are on this call. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Michael, for sharing. Yeah, and I want to invite next teacher, Matteo. Yeah, I met this amazing person in April this year when we arranged a retreat for Enlightened Millionaires community. And he inspired me so much, like so much. From all the people that I know, this person is really very deep into what he's doing. He's very deep into meditation. He did so many dark retreats, meditations. He was a monk in the mountains, etc. And he really got the wisdom. So, Matteo, I want to invite you to share your story with people.
Hello, hello, everybody. Good to see so many lovely, lovely faces here. So I was born in Denmark to Iranian immigrant parents, and I relate somewhat to Michael's story. Very success-driven, very success-oriented. I was very ambitious, and about the age of 23, I had achieved a pretty relative success. I had just finished my engineering degree. I was a fitness model. My first book that I'd written just had sold 100,000 copies. Everything was going well. We had a big coaching company we had started. But instead of that making me happy, that exposed an existential meaninglessness in me, which is a pretty young age, 23, to feel that. And I'm a pretty radical person. I'm pretty intense with what I do. So I decided to just go on a 13-year spiritual journey. 5 of those years were lived as a monk. 3 of those years were lived on a mountain. I spent more than 3 months in dark retreats alone by myself, searching for meaning, searching for something that I felt was missing. And I found what I was searching for. It wasn't exactly what I expected to find, but that is life. And for the last couple of years, I focused on integrating what I started with, which was business, ambition, drive, worldly success, with the spiritual dimensions of freedom, love, acceptance, and living in surrender to source, living in surrender to your own very heart. And I live a family life now. I've designed a very beautiful life that has the best of both worlds. And my whole teaching is about that we do not need to limit any aspect or any facet of life. We really can have it all. Some of the pillars of what I teach is absolute and complete surrender to the heart. So to have the courage to absolutely surrender to wherever your soul, wherever your authentic flow takes you. That's how I've lived for the last 13 years. And that liberates fear. It heals us cellularly and mentally, emotionally, spiritually on levels that are unfathomable, and brings us into this miraculousness that life is. So I'm looking forward to meet those of you who are coming in the retreat. I work in many, many different ways. I'm a psychologist, therapist, along with all the meditation training I have. And for me, the whole name of the game is love. The whole name of the game is to align with that which we are in our hearts. And from there, all the answers come. So that is me. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Matteo. Yeah. Nicole, are you here? I can't see you. Nicole.
Sorry, I'm on mute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Great.
I want
Yes,
to invite you to talk a little bit also now about your journey. And I
sure.
also met Nicole this year during Enlightened Millionaires Retreat, and she did special ceremony for all of us. And this ceremony brought me to the space where I've connected with the universe, where I find the state of I am, where I found myself and my flow. So it was very deep experience for me. And yeah, Nicole, please tell a little bit
Sure.
of your story.
Thank you. Many blessing, everyone. It's such a pleasure to connect with all the souls from all around the world. So, um, I've been living in Bali about 5 years. I'm engineer by background, born to a parents that escaped China to Hong Kong. They swam, my parents. So I think, that spiritual gangster activist is in my genes. So I was pretty follow my parents, the Chinese culture, doing the right thing, getting a corporate job in the big cities. And I got all of that in my 20s and 30s. And I basically felt really disconnected with my own soul purpose. Since I was young, I knew I had a purpose. I'm here to do something, but I didn't know what it was. But of course, the society tell us, steer us to a certain way, being successful, survival. But only until my father's cancer diagnosis came about 8 years ago, that truly brought me to who I am. And that really challenged me. And that was the time when I was always very passionate about hacking myself. I don't want anything that limit me, my fear or my society, my cultural things that we tell women should be or should not be. So I've always been very passionate about breaking all the chains. I don't know, we all feel these invisible chains that limit our emotion. I used to question, how come I can be this big when I'm with my friends, but when I'm with my boss or different person, different society, different people that I'm with, I see myself shrinking and changing my shape. And I see that as a resistance, as a limit and chains that how come I can't be me with certain people? And when I'm with different people that I feel safe, I feel more expanded. So that was my driver for a lot of my self-development. When my father had cancer, I realized that what was true meaning of life is about. And I took that on, and at the time I was doing a lot of the self-development, NLP, and I don't know whether you heard of this, Asia Works, different kind of self-hack seminars and development. And I got into crazy research on the natural cure for cancer. And I think in the process, I discovered a lot of the biohacking, like heart brain coherent breathing, using the power of prayers, like Steve mentioned, the power of intention setting. So I started my spiritual journey was very young, but then I integrated into something that really challenged me in life. That my biggest fear at the time was losing my father. So a lot of the spiritual mystical tools came to me. I really believe that the biggest challenge in our life is the actual teacher for us to really go into our inner superhero, the hero's journey to find our true gift. And that's what I've been through. And a year after my dad passed away, I had a near-death motorbike accident while I was living in Singapore, and I couldn't believe I was alive. And on the roadside, I started practicing what I learned from Joe Dispenza, Great Britain, a lot of we call it the new age spiritual scientists. And I practiced this heart brain coherent breathing. So my blood would stop bleeding and my wound, like my swell go down, and my intuition was really activated. So that was about 6-7 years ago, and I make an agreement with my own body. I had a slip disc. I couldn't sit more than 5 minutes. And at that time, my day job is change management for a big company like banks and technology firms. And I was basically started to tap into, I want to design my life. And I basically make an agreement with my body. I speak to my pain. And every day I was doing the Ho'oponopono prayers and allowed the pain to be my teachers to how to heal myself using the connection of the mind, our vision, my imagination and vision, and how to use my emotion, using my heart, my emotion as the language to speak to the universe, to really create how do I want to heal? How do I want to feel when I have no more slip disc, and what I want to do to find my own purpose. So within 9 months, I healed myself, and then I moved to Bali and to come onto my path. And I really didn't like the word healer. Like I really believe that we are our own healer. And the time of following guru and other healers, say, come and heal me, is over. We are in this new paradigm of time where we are all downloading information. As long as I can go inward to connect to my breath, connect to my stillness, and through the powerful tool of meditations and embodiment practice, using movement and play to switch on the block, the old block that we used to have between our left brain and right brain. So there's a lot of the knowledge and superhuman practices that are available now. So my goal in what I would love to leave, the gold goblet that I want to leave with you guys is, we all have the power to turn our mess into our message by choosing love, by choosing that I am enough. And whatever fear, challenge, crisis we have, hey, that's my teacher. This is actually my golden window to really activate my superpower. So that's really what is my mantra that has allowed me, every time I hit a road bump or something that happened that life throw at me, that's my teachers. How can I really download and look at that by choosing self-love, that I am enough. I have everything that I have to turn this around into my breakthrough. So that would be something that we are all here to really heal ourselves, and also our parent stuff, our ancestral stuff. The guilt and the shame and the limit that we feel is not our stuff only. So it is really here the time to be that brightest star, the brightest soul of our ancestral tree. We are here to heal our ancestor for ourselves. So this is amazing, like listening to all the other teachers. Yes, I can't wait to see you guys there and combine that whole everything that we learn into a mystical experience, and also embodiment practice every day. So yes, can't wait to see you there.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for sharing. And I want to invite Dr. Steven. Yeah, I met this amazing doctor, teacher in Costa Rica during Michael's retreat. And in the first night, we have a sound journey. And it was the best journey that I've ever tried. He's using some special equipment. He's traveling around the world. He's recording the vibes of, I don't know, animals from the nature, like trees, etc., etc. And he's creating amazing tracks that he used for his vibe beds, and also he's like creating sound journey, and it was really powerful. So yeah, I want to invite Steven to talk more about. Yeah.
Hello, Elena. Thank you for that introduction. And hello, all of you. My name is Dr. Steven Schwartz. Hello. I love this, by the way. I'm totally going to start using that on my... I always have everybody like, give me a little yes in the chat bot. Instead, I'm going to have everybody just wave. It's way better. It's way cooler. I'm a doctor. I'm a chiropractor by license, but I actually live in Tulum. And what I realize is that my lineage goes back way beyond chiropractic. After moving to Tulum, I've gotten a lot of downloads from the Mayans that I'm actually an ancient Mayan bone setter. And that's where it all kind of stems from, is my wisdom is super ancient, pre whatever's going on here, and from whatever galaxy it's coming in from. And what I'm excited about is, in this new day and age, in this new earth, it's all fluttering in from the last 20 plus years that I've been in clinical practice. Also, along a lot of stories you guys had since my 20s, I had my spiritual awakening about how to reverse autoimmune diseases and chronic illness using sound vibration. That happened in 2000. And that took me into the study of ancient wisdom, occult studies, subconscious minds, quantum physics, just all of it. And I said, if I'm going to study energy, I'm open to studying all of it, which has been a super fun and enlightening journey. And this is a culmination of this last 25 years. I'm an author also of a book called Primal Resonance, not residence, but we are residents of the resonance. It's on Amazon. And actually, I'm excited. The audiobook is about to come out, hopefully by Christmas. And it talks about the top 10 ways on how to reverse aging and degeneration using sound, light, frequency, and vibration. And really, if I really have to put it, there's two things. I'm a formulator. I have a acute understanding of human physiology and pathophysiology. So I know how to formulate for conditions. And then I asked myself a very powerful question is where can I access 100% of information into the nervous system? Intention is one of them, but really sound, light, frequency, and vibration. That's how you do it. Anything we put in our mouths is the most inefficient way of receiving medicine into the body, but full body vibration is where it's at. So, you know how like in the current times, like, hey, honey, let's go buy a car. We're going to go down to the car dealership and buy a car. In the future, you're going to say, hey, honey, let's go down and pick up an interdimensional portal. That's what I do. We make interdimensional portals for your living space. And I also leave live journeys. And there is a very specific recipe that you can leave, which Elena experienced at Michael Dash's retreat. And they're called sonic alchemy journeys. We do them. We layer frequencies plus our intentions into creating an interdimensional portal for your living space. And if you're saying, what's an interdimensional portal? What's by definition, what's a portal? It's a doorway or gateway. What's a dimension? It's a measurable space. Interdimensional is a space between two measurable spaces. Albert Einstein says it the best. It's like when you align your intentions with the vibrational resonance, you can't help but to get that. That's not philosophy, that's physics. How do you apply that in the real world? It's an interdimensional portal, and that's what my whole life work is all about. So we're going to be leading one of those journeys in Bali, a place I've never been before. So this is a virgin trip for me. All of this place. I'm in Istanbul right now, about to go to Nepal and rendezvous with all these amazing groups, then to Bali, then to Thailand, and who knows, next time I'll be back in Tulum. But and then also I create these technologies called vibes. Repeat after me. Vibrational, individualized, body enhancement systems. They're full body music activated interdimensional portals for your living space. This is what they are. And instead of just using your mind, where the nervous system is so much more than just our brains, it incorporates everything. Living connective tissue matrix, the autonomic nervous system, the skin. Everybody doesn't even know the skin's part of the nervous system. And but it all operates off the same neurological principles. So why just spend time in training the brain when you can train every tissue system and cell of your body? And so I play in that space, and that's ultimately what we're going to be doing on this journey. And if I could share one piece of wisdom, as much as we're talking about vibrational resonance, there's two key ingredients that supersedes all of it. And it's hydration. Hydrate, repeat after me. Hydrate, vibrate, gyrate. We got to hydrate the system and then vibrate the system, and that gets everything gyrating. And, you know, I live in Tulum. We're going to be in Bali. We're going to be all communities. So everybody likes gyrating in the, you know, on the three-dimensional space, but we can do it at the subatomic space as well, too. And it's the same principle. So this is how you clear cellular memory. This is how you release shock and trauma. And this is how you take the body into a deep parasympathetic space. And in that space, your biochemistry for healing is optimized. And this is the ultimate biohack. It's the ultimate bioharmonization process. And I'm real excited to share all of this information with all of you in Nepal and in Bali and around the world. Thank you so much. They call me Dr. Vibe, by the way, so you can find me on
Thank you,
Instagram.
Stephen, for bringing your vibes. Yes, I want to invite my friend, my bestie, Katya. We've created so many events, festivals, retreats in Bali with her, and we created amazing event called Dinner in Darkness. I know her for 4 years already, and she's the best in Tantra. And yeah, Katya.
Hello, everybody. Hey, I'm a little bit nervous because a lot of like entrepreneurs and people from business background, and I'm like, I'm from really background of deep tantra, and I was working the whole my life in corporate job, and like have this successful life, job, career, family, da 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 da. But one day I was sitting and like, fuck, if I'm really happy, like deeply, and I'm like, no. And I like drop all my job, my family, and I went to Brazil to my first Tantra workshop. I did it. And I lived 1 year in Brazil. And since this time, I'm very deep in this work and in this life path. And what to say? Business language is a lot about logic, a lot about thinking, a lot about doing. And I was the whole my life, I was like this, but when I start to be in Tantra, I start to learn this language of body, language of sensations, language, how to perceive the world from feelings. What do I really feel? What do I really want? And after this, I realized that, okay, all my life I have so many projections to our people. When I saw someone, I'm like, okay, this person looks like my ex. Looks like my this. And I do not connect with this person. But when I close my eyes, when I'm in darkness, when I'm like, can relate only with my body, with my feelings, something start to shift. And I'm like, wow, I want to connect with this person with whom I will never connect if I will see this person, And I realized that, okay, I have something in my body. I have this truth in my body. Let's go deeper. Let's see what's there. And yes, we create with Alyona this amazing event, Dinner in Darkness. And it's not about the food, it's not about the darkness. I relate a lot with Stephen, how he told about this vibration of the sounds, and this is the same vibration, of the body, of the feelings. And I really invite you to awaken the world of intuition, because you will awaken the world of your sensations, of your feelings, and something, from this deep layers of your body will start to awaken. And we cannot even imagine how many, I don't know, treasures we have inside. Even right now I'm talking, and I have a lot of vibrations, but I'm also a little bit nervous to be here. This is true. Yeah, I really invite you to this world of the body, world of the peace, where your inner peace inside you, where you are relaxed, where you are just do not need to prove something to somebody, you just need to be as you are. And from my experience, this magic starts to happen when you are in deepest relaxation, nothing to face, nothing to prove. We can take out this, how to say, cover of greatest entrepreneurs, of greatest masters, and we can just be on this, being level, human level, being level. And my God, we can really I don't know, awaken very big inside you, and this actually can impact a lot on your business, on your private life, on your sensuality, and I can say deeper on your sexuality, because you know, when a body starts to awaken, a lot of very pleasurable things start to happen, and you can brought it to your private life. And when everything is very good in your private life, everything will be good in your business, like, believe me. And yes, I'm really invite you to this retreat. We created a lot with Alena, and we have so many people who are so grateful, and their life like changed a lot, like business life, private lives. Yes, and I'm so happy that it's possible to merge business and spiritual world together. Yes, thank you, Alena, for inviting me, and thank you, everybody.
Yes. And we have Marcelo. Marcelo, are you here? I can't see you.
I'm here.
Okay. So
I was imagining my dinner in the night already. I want to go, Katya. You sold me that dinner like 100%. Oh my God.
yes,
So amazing.
Marcelo is also from the world of the body and the touch and sensation and the emotions. So yeah, he's from corporate business, but now he's supporting people to come back to their body and really feel the body and be connected with the body. So yeah, Marcelo, tell us more.
Yeah. So first thing I would like to say, I'm from Argentina. I'm from South America. 4 years ago, I had my own company. I built it from zero in Argentina, which is a country that changes like all the time. In the same year, I want to speak about me like very briefly. I think the most important thing is to bring you what can we bring to you. But in the lapse of 6 months to 1 year, I suffered a huge robbery. I lost like $1 million in technology and all this stuff. I had a surgery in my jaw, and then I had 2 more to make it like correct. And I broke up with my girlfriend, which I was going to get married. So all in all, like I thought I lost everything in my life. I wake up after maybe 3 months after being in the bed, and I start reconnecting with my own body, with myself, dancing. I was already a dancer in Argentina, but that was something I was like in the second place in a certain way. And I upload the video explodes in Argentina. It gets like a lot of views. I wasn't able to go dancing anymore. Like it was like all of a sudden everything changed. And I started having a lot of privates with people from 30 to 40 years old. And I start understanding what were the needs, what were the traumas, what were the things that people go through dance, and how they use dance as a medicine, and how they use dance as a therapy. And I wake up one day and I say, I need to get out. I need to get out of the country. I traveled to the United States. And when I came back, I started writing my own program to help people through dance to connect with themselves, to rebuild trust, mostly for women, but also for men. This thing that Michael talked about, masculinity, is also very important. Like Katya, what she told about sensations, about being connected, about being present. One of the things I would like to bring to this retreat, in which I'm like very happy to it, is it doesn't matter if you don't know how to dance, if you don't know how to walk. I can assure that in 2 days, I'm going to, like, my idea is I want to bring you tools, first of all, to regain self-awareness of your body. but it's very interesting what Katya brought, because how can this helps you in your business? I want to tell you, this last year, I started in Brasilia. I went to a retreat of Shandy Liberato. And then I went to United States. I did my own retreat for my first time in English with American audience, which is a very different culture from my country. And then I went to Europe. I did one in Lithuania, Eastern Europe. And then I went to Bali. With dance, I've been able to meet people from all over the world. I've been able to connect with, I can dance with a 20-year-old, 30-year-old, a 60, a 70, it doesn't matter. I dance with men. I've been leader, I've been follower. It's been something that opened the doors for me to connect, to be present in my life. I was speaking, I had a lot of things in my head, speaking all the time. It's something that opened my curiosity, my passion, that really saved my life for me. And I want to bring this to the retreat. I am moved. I think there's one mic. Angelos, thank you. So the idea is that I want to bring this. I want to bring the movement. I want to bring the connection. I want to bring tools for you to connect with yourself and to be able to connect with all the people that's going to be there. That's it's going to be very important, and how to use this in your own personal life and in your own business.
Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you, all the teachers, masters. Thank you for coming here and introducing yourself and sharing your stories and sharing your golden wisdom. I really appreciate your support a lot. And yeah, I want to open a space where we can ask some questions. Rory, already, if you can open the chat, you can see that Rory put some notes for each speaker, what they were talking about and their like wisdom that they shared. And like right now, we will have like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes of questions. So write a question, any question that you have now, and these amazing teachers, speakers, they can answer. And we will try to do as many questions as possible. So yeah,
Yeah, so just you've got the opportunity to ask us anything. So the easiest way to get through it is just yeah, put a question, and maybe you want to direct it. You know, we've got Marcelo that was talking about the power of dance. We've got Nicole that was talking about leading from the heart. Mateo and his beautiful journey and everything he shared as well. We've also got Dr. Vibe, Stephen. We've got Michael Dash and myself and Alona. So, you know, I love these masterminds because you know, you get access to people that you might not usually meet on the street. So it's a really beautiful opportunity just to ask us anything. So in the chat box, yeah, just start asking some questions. Or if you don't have a question, a beautiful way to show love is to just to give a mirror back to someone that might have shared something that really resonated with you. So if there's one thing that you took away from this, even if you don't have a question, just share that and direct that at someone. So we'll give you a minute or two. Does everyone know where the chat box is? If so, just write yes in the chat box.
can you see the chat box? You can wave your hand.
Yes. Okay. Darby,
Yeah, Darby, amazing. You're good.
So just, you know, this is a moment of courage. Moment of courage. Just ask.
Amanda, amazing. We have two people that know where is the chat box.
It's that little thing that's popping off at the bottom with a little red signal on it.
Yeah, Ho'oponopono.
Yeah, there we go. For Mateo. Okay, we'll start with this one whilst everyone else is asking questions. So this one's for Mateo. How do you transmit freedom and opening the heart to people?
Oh, it seems Anastasia is unmuted.
Can you? Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
So listen, we're in this group together, and there is much more happening than meets the eye here. We're energetically communing, we're exchanging light information, we're picking up each other's gifts and sharing. So whatever we're embodying, we're always communicating on a deeper levels. So whatever we're embodying, whatever gifts that we have integrated within ourselves is always being shared with everybody else. So the way we transmit anything and the way I transmit whatever I have to teach is simply to embody it non-conceptually, to be it. And through being it and letting that move me as I speak or as I move or as I do anything, people pick up on it. We learn as consciousness through copy pasting, gifts, and openings. So that's my answer.
That's a beautiful answer. So your answer to how do you transmit freedom and an open heart is to be that.
Yes.
Yes, just
Absolutely.
be that vibe everywhere you go, and then that's the way you transmute it to other people is through who you are.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Thank you very much, Matteo. Lisa, I hope you're happy with the answer.
Okay, do we have any more questions? Thank you, everyone. Victoria. Actually, I got a question for Marcelo. You said dance is medicine, and I'm just really curious because this has been something new for me, where I've been getting into like salsa and other different things, and I just noticed, like you said, the ability to connect with different people, different ages, to be led, but also to lead. I just want to like ask you a little bit about that. Like, how do you feel that dance is medicine in its more holistic sense, maybe for the everyday person that is too scared to even get on the dance floor?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's very interesting, and this is one of my, I think, one of my deepest realizations. I think I would say like during this year, because before I was just competing, or I was learning different styles, always partner dancing, but I was never like trying to study deeply to help somebody else. And when I started doing private, of course, I was starting to do it mostly for women. At first, I got women from 20, 25, 30 years old. But then I started receiving women from 30, 40, 50. And they were watching my videos and they were saying, I want to feel reconnected with the sensuality like I see in your videos. I want to feel myself confident again to be able to dance with somebody. I want to feel loved. I want to feel the way you see, the way you I don't know if see and watch, but that's maybe I make this Spanish mistake, but the way you are seeing somebody when you are dancing, the amount of connection you have. I want to feel it back in my life. I'm putting this example with women, but afterwards I start also working with men too, and I realize that a lot of people that starting to dance, they are starting to dance because dancing, like movement, maintains you in the present. You are in the present. You are moving. You're not in the past. You're not alone in your house. You're not drinking. You're not sad. You're not watching Netflix. You're moving. You're learning. It requires discipline sometimes if you want to. It makes you have fun. It makes you meet a lot of people and connect people from all over the world. I can go to mostly all of the countries, and I know somebody, and it's unique. And about following and being followed, years ago, decades ago, the man was the leader, the woman was a follower. In Brazilian Zoo, which is one of the things I dance, and also tango has started to change a lot. Like the leader has to be an active follower, and the follower has to be sometimes is also a leader, because it has much more space to create. And so they are both co-creators. And so the idea is that, you know, sometimes I go to dance and I dance, I dance with a girl with a woman from whatever country, and she's 20, 25, she's 30, 40. And sometimes there's a 70, 60 who picks me up to dance because this is a special song. And sometimes I've been taken out by guys too. Sometimes I'm surprised. And sometimes it was a beautiful surprise because I had to be so present. And it was also a beautiful experience. So for me, being able to open this world to somebody else, it's a unique experience, and it's amazing.
So basically you're saying like movement distracts the mind, which is mental health, right? Gets you into your body, gets you moving. We talk about like energy, vibration, frequency. So music does that, bypassing all these, you know, fears and blocks we have about dancing with a man, dancing with an old lady, different cultures. Like it seems like it's something that just transcends everything, and something that's so simple. It's like a universal language, and that's why you see it as being medicine. Yeah.
That would be the scientific, complicated answer of my answer. It's like the words that Stephen uses, you know, like it's very complicated for me. I'm much more simple in my vocabulary, and sometimes I think that simple is more, you know, sometimes it gets better. I would use my answer, but you can stay with yours.
No, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And it's funny how like it's the same, we're talking about the same thing, but we can communicate it in different ways, but it's still simplicity is just to dance.
And that's very unique about all the teachers that are here. And I just want to add one more thing, because I was thinking about saying it and I didn't say it. You know, Matteo, Nicole, Stephen, Michael, they all have this up, this down in their lives. And they all, in one moment, they said to themselves, I am creation. I'm going to create the life I want for my life. And when I met Alina this year, and we talk about this like 15 minutes. Like I'm here because when she told me about this, I told her I'm doing this in another countries. I'm starting to grow this. I want to replicate this in another countries after all my travelings. And when she said me the name, I said to myself, I don't know how, but I'm going to be there. I'm not going to. I was going to go to be with my family. I have my grandma speaking to me. Why you're not here? Like, but you know, I am creation. We are going to create the life we want, and all the teachers that are here, they have these stories that I think they are going to be very helpful to everybody who wants to be here too. So I think that was something I wanted to say too. Oh, she's out. Oh no.
Here,
Yes.
I'm here. You're talking. I have a guide here.
I was going to keep talking if you didn't.
Yeah, thank you very much for answering. And I want to share like also one of the golden wisdom that I got during my journey. And we can do a lot of things. We can do a lot of things for money. We can do a lot of things for success. We can do like we can continue this journey of hustle and stress, but in reality, we are a unique creation. The God brought us to this life to experience this life, and we have the gift inside. And if we will continue to sell our soul for money, in reality, yes, we will get money, we will get success, but do we get really, is it what we want to get? Like really ask yourself, do you want money or you want to be loved? Do you want success or you want to be happy? Like, and this is what I realized in my journey after, like, I'm in business for 18 years. And when I finally started to follow my mission, follow my life purpose, the amount of energy that I get every day, the passion that I have inside, the fire that comes from inside every day, this is much more important than any money in the world. Like I have enough, I am enough, but when I support people, when I serve people, when I support people on their journey to transform their life, this is the best success. When people are coming to the events and they are crying at the end and they are laughing and they are telling that this is the most life-changing experience, this is the best money that I've ever can get. This is the best success for me. Even if 1 or 2 people will say this to me, this is really the best gift that the best feedback that I can get from people, because we're really here come to create, to co-create together. And this is like, I met all these amazing teachers during my journey, and I'm so thankful to all of them that they really impacted my life and really like supporting me to find myself, to find like authentic self. They lead me to this mission. They lead me home where I can be aligned with myself, where I can create this heart, mind, and body coherence, where I can lead people from the heart, where I can use my intuition to create these things, but not the mind anymore. Because like I used my mind for so many years and it was so stressful. I was a human doing, but now I'm a human being. Like really, I feel that I'm a human being, and I feel so big now when I'm creating the things from my heart. So I would like to say thank you again to all these amazing teachers that joined this masterclass tonight and share your wisdom and your journey. And if you resonate with these amazing teachers, we will have like, we had just 1 hour, but we will have amazing transformative journey for 8 days in Bali from 15th to 22nd of December. And all these teachers that you heard today, and also few more in total, we will have 12 teachers. And it will be life-changing experience. I can guarantee this. Like really, I've created, like I've did so many events in Bali and retreats, but this one is like, this is my passion. This is what I want to bring in this world. I want to change people's life. I want to create the impact. I want to support them to transform their life. And these amazing teachers, I don't know how I managed to get like 12 teachers coming to Bali before like Christmas, but they said yes to me. And yeah, if you're interested to learn more about the retreat itself, or if you are interested to connect to any of these teachers, in the chat box, I left the link to the... Yeah. In the chat box, I left the link to the retreat, and also I left my number. So you can ask me any questions in direct, or if you need any contacts of these amazing teachers, I will be happy to share it, because they are really amazing. Like really, they are so powerful. And the most important thing, they are doing from the heart. They went through all this journey of business, stress, like hustle, etc. But now they really create from the heart. They really support people around the world to come back, to the authentic self, to come back to this light within. So yeah, thank you very much. It was nice to see you all, and thank you very much for your time and joining us. And yeah, you can see the information in the chat box.
And we just have Michael, you put your hand up. You just want to share one last thing before we shoot off.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that a lot of us have been brainwashed into thinking that success is directly affiliated to money and to our title, and our title becomes who we are. And there is a lot more to success lifestyle, but our physical well-being, our mental well-being, our emotional well-being, our spiritual well-being, this is really what success is for me. And I just wanted to add that because what you shared, Elena, was just spot on. So I really resonated with that. And I am so proud of you for putting this on. And I can't wait to be a part of it and see you all in Bali. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
All right, final goodbye. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. This was Alona's first Zoom. Her whole intention when she hit me up was just to share these amazing people with you. So hopefully,
Maybe, Belina, you made
Yeah.
it.
Thank you,
Show us some
everybody. Thanks,
love.
Thank you,
Elena.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
in Bali.
In Bali, yes, see you in Bali.
Great to see you all.
Bye.
Yeah.